Good morning, fellas. Good morning. I just want to make sure that everything is ready and set. Let me open up Discord, check my YouTube, get my link, post it, and then we should be good to go. Haven't seen anything yet, so once I get my link, I'll post it to the Discord, and then we'll start the stream. Bear with me here. Stream. There we go. There we go. All right, and I'm gonna post it on Discord. I'll put it in announcements this time at everyone link. Send. Okay. We're good to start. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Lance. Good morning, Pedro. Pedro. All right, so today we have a small opening range gap again. And what does that mean? What does small opening range gaps mean? It means high resistance liquidity run. On terms of PMI was a little weak today. I'm going to anticipate that's because Fed Chair Powell speaking, drive, or whatever. We have that at 3 p.m. So if we didn't have that, I think it would be a little bit stronger. Other than that, 11 a.m. we got crude oil orange folder. Doesn't really do anything, to be honest. But we got unemployment claims that already passed at 8:30, PPI, and then our next red folder is at 3 p.m. So we can use 8:30's news highs and lows as a kind of bias. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, Lorraine. Not Lorraine. Good morning. So anticipating what price is kind of doing right now, we can look at engineered liquidity, right? So we have our buy side liquidity here, relative equal highs during a time period of engineered liquidity, 7 a.m. forms that high. We're also moving lower prior to 9:30. Again, we have nothing too interesting on any time frame lower than the daily. But it's kind of obvious we're going to rip up higher. On terms of this daily chart. But it's just a little messy. Now I want to see what the S is doing. It's the same thing. It wicked into the daily BISI as well. YM's respecting it too. In terms of the pre-market, Nvidia's up 0.5%. Tesla, I'm thinking, down 1%. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen when 9:30 approaches. We had a very interesting morning this week. Today. I woke up to ICT responding to my tweets, which is pretty funny, and then Patrick Weiland tweeting about me, calling me a 19-year-old virgin, which is also funny because of what I said yesterday of how like I'm never gonna drag a situation out with him because he's just not gonna stop talking about me. Yeah, very interesting morning if you guys didn't see on Twitter. Other than that, like I think we got a pretty decent day ahead of us. In terms of how I'm risking, I'm not going to risk too much. We have a small opening range gap again. So I'm just going to wait for some sort of sell side liquidity to be taken before I take buy side liquidity. Now, in terms of what we are doing right now, we traded down into kind of, we didn't hit that inversion there, but we traded into these BISIs. We traded into, you have a breaker here as well. You can see we're trading into and rejecting off of. You see prices respecting this inversion here as well. Now, in terms of this new week opening gap, is a 100% of a target. I don't really want to aim for anything above that. It rejected off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So I'm not going to anticipate we're going to this high. I'll just use the new week opening gap as a target. Ideally, I'm just going to use this these relative equal highs as a target and take like a small little scalp trade. But that's my bias going into today is I'm looking for longs. Good morning. You do something right if you're getting that type of attention. Yeah. Listen, I'm not the type of guy to want attention like that. I'm not the type of guy to like get like feeding into haters, you know. The way Patrick Wyland grows on Twitter is shooting shots at ICT because he gets an insane amount of, you know, exposure. I think the best way to grow is to grow naturally without doing that, because then you gain more loyal followers. But I thought I could have some fun today, and I tweeted, and then this guy's like, someone said you're an idiot or you're a moron, and I responded like, this moron got funded $750K and 23K payouts in the last 4 months. And then ICT responded to that tweet of me saying that, and he's like, you gotta let them, something about how I have to let them put their foot in their mouth before I release everything. I don't know. I'll show you guys the tweet after, but it's funny, man. I love it. Anyways, today I'm going to be very careful. I'm coming out of not drawdown protocol, but yesterday and the day before I got one loss. So we're going to be in like, how do I say this? Low probability protocol, where you can see that this whole week has been low probability. On terms of Monday was really clean. So I utilized Monday and I passed my account. But right now I'm just going to focus on trying to find an A+ setup in this rough price action. So the way I'm going to do that is focus on obviously time distortion and manipulation. I'm going to look for a entry during a macro time frame only if the time manipulation prior to that did what it's supposed to do. And what I mean by that is, what I look at the market, I look at time profiles. 9:30 to 9:45 tends to be accumulation, tends to be sloppy, tends to be just taking out buyers and sellers. Now 9:50 to 10 a.m. is usually manipulation, but it could also be the time frame for price trading down into the fair value gap or whatever entry. So 9:50 to 10 a.m. is used to identify some sort of manipulation. And then 10 a.m. to 10:10 is where price should distribute. And it doesn't always happen like that, but for A+ setups for me, especially in days where it's kind of rough like this, and we have another set of relative equal highs, so I'm just going to draw that out. In days where it's a little rough like this, and you know what? I don't even think I use this, so I'm going to get rid of this. Yeah, in days where it's rough like this, I need my profiles to play out before I want to dip my toes in the water. Good morning, Zahid. What is that, red and yellow? I just took it off, but I've explained it in the past. It's nothing important. It's just when I wake up at like 6 a.m., I'm tempted to get on the charts. And if I see that we're trading in those times, it just reminds me that through a bunch of losses and hard lessons learned, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to trade during those times. Thank you for answering, Zahid. But anyways, we're moving lower prior to 9:30. I'm going to anticipate, just because of the opening range gap, that we won't have the... Oh, actually, you know what? This opening range gap is actually fairly bigger. It's still not large. You know what I mean? It's not massive, but it is a little bit bigger than yesterday's, so I guess that's a good look. So yeah, I'm anticipating this opening range gap to get filled. And look at these two types of draws on liquidity right above the opening range gap that will get wiped out in one candle. All right, so this is what I'm targeting here for now. Ideally, I want to see these lows taken. Price trade down to this lower BISI. We could trade up higher. Doesn't have to. We got inversions here as well. We're also in that 15-minute breaker. But again, I'm going to wait. There's a high probability that 930 can rip us higher, and I totally don't get an entry. But because I'm in this type of low probability day protocol, I'm going to wait for 950 minimum. 945 minimum. I want manipulation to the upside. Now, I'm not anticipating manipulation to the upside because I think Thursday reversal, very possible. Our higher time frame bias is definitely bullish. Looking at this reaction to the consequent encroachment and the different quadrants of this fair value gap, you can anticipate that price is going to move higher. So ideally, I want to see that Thursday's reversals to the upside, not to the downside. Now, on terms of the actual higher time frame, you can see that we traded down into this 1 hour inversion, and we've stayed below consequent encroachment. All right, we go to the ES. You can see that we didn't trade to the inversion. We traded to this one, body past it, but we hit the new week opening gap. So it's a little bit rough price action, and I'm going to try to do what I can in this situation. But again, on terms of wanting price to take buy side then sell side, I don't know. By the way, we're 2 subscribers away from 700, bro. I woke up with like 20 extra subscribers, so that was pretty nice to see. I didn't drink anything this morning. I woke up, I jumped in the shower, and I was just responding to tweets. I didn't even have a glass of water. I was just really busy this morning for some reason. So, I mean, I'm a little bit under the weather. You can see 928 prior to 930 we're moving higher after taking some sort of internal range sell side liquidity. Then I got a 5-hour trade on GDP USD today. Nice, bro. I miss Forex, but I'm not going to go back to it. I miss it, but I'm not going to go back to it. I had a break from trading. Now I'm back. Try it. Just perfect feeling. I've taken many breaks from trading, my man. Yeah, you definitely feel better when you come back. Can I send you the videos? See, post in the Discord. I'll check it out. Woke up, got into a fight with Patrick. Woke up, got into a fight with Patrick Weiland, responded to ICT's tweets about me, and then got on the charts. And it's so funny because literally yesterday I was talking about how I'm just going to back off because I don't want him to just consistently talk shit about me every single day. And then this morning he tweets about me. Yeah, I'm new here. Just like the way you explain things and your level of discipline. Hey, thank you, my man. I hope that these streams can help you out. So again, 30 seconds till 9:30. We can see that we're trying to draw near to consequent encroachment with the opening range gap. Now, on terms of wanting to catch an entry here, there's a possibility of like a little quick 9:30 entry. If today's profile wasn't like this, I could probably wick into there and trade and catch that, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to be a little bit more conservative with my money. What did he even say? He responded to my tweet, and he's like, you know what, let me pull it up, bro. Let me pull this up. Because I'm Patrick Weiland. Here it is. Oh, wow, we are ripping up at 9:30. Anyways, how many 19-year-old virgins are going to have a very rude wake-up call this December? Still have faith in them because of this tweet. I responded saying, I wish I was a virgin not to flex, but sadly I couldn't keep it in my pants. Also 18. And then you can see the other tweet that ICT said, which is weird. So you can see I respond. All right, this guy calling me an interesting word, and he's like, I see your response. You have to work on your timing, allow them to really put their foot in the mouth before you drop it on them, which is hilarious, bro. When I read that, I was laughing. So we filled up the opening range gap rapidly. Let's get back to trading. Yeah, I called it. 9:30 is just going to rip us higher towards buy side, which is pretty expected. Now, on terms of anticipating that we could rip lower. I don't think so. Like I want to. The bread and butter basic concepts is 930 manipulates above some highs and then you go for sell side liquidity, but we've been bouncing in this daily BISI, so I think I'm gonna need quite a bit to kind of tell myself that we're gonna go short. Other than that, we didn't fill the whole. We filled the whole. We basically filled the whole opening range gap, but we didn't take any highs. Like if I was, if I had balls, bro, I'd probably trade a fair value gap that gets like this fair value gap. Watch, it's gonna touch it and then it's gonna rip up higher. It actually did that. Look, it opened a little lower, it wicked lower. Yeah. I'm not gonna take this trade, but yeah, good thing I didn't anyways. But that is probably gonna drive price higher. Trades down in the volume imbalance. I don't really get why ICT meant on his reply. Could you explain it? He's talking about how I should let the people talk shit more about me and like feed them, and then drop the bomb. Waiting on this BISI, the volume balance is probably going to drive price higher. I'm not going to get into it because daily profile for the past few days has been rough, especially after 930. Maybe on a different type of weekly profile, I'll catch it, but I'm not going to get too greedy. I'm going to wait for a more confirmed setup for me. You can see that the body respect consequent encroachment though. You Teflon Tip says you ain't all that, bro. I never said I was all that, my man. But thank you for calling me bro. I'd always love to be your bro. Waking up today, I was like, okay, put on your super suit, Ben, because you're about to get a bunch of Patrick Wyland, and ICT haters in your stream today. So, I'm prepared. I got my pistol, fully loaded, safety off. Other than that, right now, price is just rough. You can see we have a big wick to the upside, filling out the opening range gap. Other than that, no sort of external range liquidity has been taken yet. Good morning, my man. You can see that we have a breaker here, low, high, lower, low, higher, high. Trades into the volume imbalance and fair value gap. Bodies respect consequent encroachment, because when you have a volume imbalance with a fair value gap right here, you draw it from the body, not the wick, and you can see the reaction there on consequent encroachment. So that's going to drive price higher. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good, my man. Woke up feeling good. You know, I'm a little under the weather. It's flu season. Everybody's sick right now. I'm not sick, but just a little woozy, but whatever. So yeah, you can see that price used that volume imbalance and price used the breaker. It could also have traded into a plethora of different PD arrays, but what I'm looking at is this volume imbalance right here, and it respect consequent encroachment of this BISI, and price is moving up higher to draw towards buy side liquidity. Now, in terms of a trade, we're still 5 minutes in, but price is looking pretty clean. It's not going rough like the previous profile. So I'm looking at this BISI here for a kind of a low resistance liquidity run, institutional financial drill. But that's not a good enough target to buy side. Like that, my target would have to be higher for me to catch into that. So I'm not going to go for it, but I will draw it out. And I'll talk about what I'm looking at and what I'm anticipating if I wanted to use this fair value gap. And what I want to see is a wick respecting consequent encroachment, and then it trades up higher. Just like that. So you can see how price wicked into this fair value gap just ever so slightly, and it instantly rejected off of it, which is a good indicator of price moving higher. That BISI is more in a premium than a discount. Yeah, I'm not taking it just because it's so close to the relative equal highs in the drawn liquidity. Now, on terms of higher time frame drawing liquidity, maybe our drawing liquidity could be these highs, and I could be missing out on a good entry. But I want to wait for confirmation that we're not reversing after we take these highs. The least I can do is wait for 950. If you struggle with catching, let's say, not the greatest trades, you kind of force yourselves, you have FOMO. You know how you can go one day without trading, right? Let's say it's a good trading day, but you have something in your life and you can't get on the markets. Think about trading in that way. Try 1 or 2 days of only waiting for the best setup. Most likely you won't get it, but just try it. Practice your discipline. We're approaching the relative equal highs now. We're kind of having some rejection off of it. But right now, that BISI is still acting as support to move higher. It's just failing to displace up. My Twitter's booming right now, bro. It's so funny to look at. All these people responding. I started doing that and I've seen a big improvement. Yeah, dude, trading is all about discipline. You notice how this BISI was a really clean reaction, but because it was at the wrong time, it didn't work. Time profiles, guys. Time profiles. What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Fuck. Oh yeah. If every single profitable trader on social media tells you how it's all risk management, it's all psychology, why are you focusing so much on your trading entry? Like, you notice every unprofitable trader is always talking about how to read price better, how to get a better entry, when in reality, they're not focusing on getting better psychology and risk management. Find what the common pattern, the common denominator in between unprofitable traders and profitable traders, and figure out what that thing is that separates the two. I can tell you it right now. It's risk management and fear of missing out, psychology, all those factors. It's not the trading entry. Yes, precision plays a major point in the trading. And that goes for better entries and bigger wins, smaller losses. But you can totally still be profitable without ideal precision. Again, most of the concepts ICT has made have above a 40% win rate. If you have a 40% win rate, you can be profitable with proper risk management. But the problem is majority of people don't have the proper risk management. See how price is using this inversion for a value gap to drive price lower? It inverts it, trades into it, now it's drawing down to sell side. Ideally, that's what I want to see is price go down to sell side, take these lows, and then at around 950 to 1010, the macro time frame, we trade up higher. Because that's engineered. The fact that we didn't take those highs. Patience is also a good one. Yep. Fear of missing out. Ow, bro. I'll post it in a sec. So if you, I mean, not post it. I'll check it in a sec. Price is going to draw to sell side liquidity here. All right. Let's see what the market's doing here. XRP up 5%. I know those guys are balling. Bitcoin at 90K. Nothing else crazy, to be honest. All my watch lists are either break even or barely in the positives, barely in the negatives. Good morning, unknown. By the way, guys, we're 2 subscribers away. If you guys are watching, you're not subscribed, and you want to know when I'm streaming, I stream every single day. I trade. So I'm never trading off stream. I mean, that's a lie. Unless there's like a super clean PM power hour setup, I'll take it and I won't stream. But I'm 2 subscribers away. If you guys want to know when I'm streaming, make sure to subscribe, put notifications on so you get the notification when I'm live. I do this every single trading day. Every single day I trade, so. Other than that, you notice how this BISI was really clean and good reaction. It trades up higher, takes a form into a range of liquidity, that short-term high. Trades lower, inverts the fair value gap, trades back into the inversion that respects consequent encroachment with the body, and then rips lower towards sell-side liquidity. You can also notice that 930 drove us higher above some highs, disrespected a fair value gap, and is now driving price lower. So time profiles, 930 manipulation, right? 930 didn't accumulate like it did yesterday. That was prior. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution below some lows. Now, on terms of these highs, I think these are engineered, so I'm going to wait for kind of a break of structure. You can see we traded down. We didn't take those lows. I want to see what we did on ES, though. ES, we took those lows, so we have liquidity. SMT so far, which is another good look for the longs. How much does a 50K Apex account work out to after all the costs? I have no idea, Jake. I don't use Apex. Just search it up. I have no idea. So yeah, you can see that we wicked lower. And do I have my new day? I don't have my new day opening gap, so we might be in a new day opening gap. So yeah, you can see the amount of resistance that's here with all these new day opening gaps. Right, you can see price trades into the new day opening gap and then rooms lower. We don't really have anything lower. We have a new day opening gap below the daily BISI, but I don't think we're going to go to that. So I'm not subscribed. I will be the 700th subscriber. All right, my bad. How much is it with Top Step? I think it's like 50K is like 40 something bucks Canadian, 50 bucks Canadian. Because I'm from Canada, so I don't know what it is in the States. But you can see price is ripping lower. We broke that SMT with ES. Now, on terms of continuing down lower, right, maybe we could go to consequent encroachment. I still want to see price reverse up higher. In short, up to 1 hour for value gap. Nice. Look at that reaction on that inversion, right? There's a decent probability that we could go and take these lows. Is that relative equal lows? It is. So we're definitely drawing to these lows. Now, on terms of drawing lower than that, I'm not anticipating that. I don't think we're going to go lower because I think we're going to take these lows, possibly tap consequent encroachment of the daily BISI, then move higher. Do you have to pay out activation fee? Yes, you do. I just put a fat check on my activation fees, bro. For me, Canadian, it's like $1,000 to activate 150K. And I passed 2 of them on Monday, and I had to put in down 2K. So that's actually, I'm surprised I didn't take that trade, to be honest. Look at that inversion there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's a really clean trade. I probably should have taken that, to be honest. I was too busy yapping to you guys. You can see the inversion here and then drawing to these relative equal lows. Also, 930 fills out the opening range gap, which is an indicator that it's going to move lower. I'm still going to sit on my hands today for now. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to be conservative with the way I'm trading today. SMT before the 1 minute inversion. I'm going to look for a little bit higher of a SMT because I'm anticipating a reversal. Now, in terms of if it's a market structure shift, then that's perfectly fine. But if it's like a 1 minute like this, then I'm on the 5 minute chart. Never mind. We didn't take SMT yet. I mean, we didn't form SMT yet. I want to see SMT on these lows. Yeah, it engineered that. It's engineering this for later price. These buy side liquidities. Right now, it's going to draw to the relative equal lows. Low of the week. We could have a Wednesday high or no, a Monday high of the week maybe. It might be like that, to be honest. That's a very clean reaction on this fair value gap as well. But again, I'm just playing conservative today. 947 is here. There's always going to be another opportunity to take a trade. Future props are so expensive. Not at all. CFD props are so much more expensive. What are you talking about, Jake? Like 100K account on CFDs, like 500, 600 bucks. And that doesn't guarantee you pass it. With futures, it's way cheaper, and if you don't pass it, you don't need to pay like that much, the activation fee. So we're drawing to those relative equal lows now. You can see that reaction. So I'm going to draw out kind of what we have here. So you can see 930 fills out opening range gap, but left equal highs. Settings, text wrap, so you can see this. So we're gonna leave that there just to kind of put our analysis on everything. Yeah, you have a point. Do you know how much the activation fee for the 50K accounts is? It's like 200 bucks Canadian. I think 160 bucks USD actually. What is it reacting off of? The inversion. Okay, so I'm going to take out the daily BISI. We know we're in the daily BISI, so I'm going to take that out. We're going to see relative equal lows there. In terms of you can see accumulation prior to 930. 930 and manipulates. Whoops. This is what you should do when you get on the charts, by the way, guys. Well, if you pass the account, Jake, it costs you that much money. But if you don't pass the account, it's only like 50 bucks. So you can see that we're ripping up higher. I'm not falling for this just yet. There is a possibility that we don't take these lows, to be honest. But I think we're just trading into this 15-minute or 5-minute Sibian, and we'll move lower. I think this is manipulation. We're going to drive down one more time. So you can see we have 930 fills out the opening range gap, but left equal highs. Price inversed. That's not how you spell inverted. Price inverted a BISI that took a form of liquidity, then used it to drive price lower. 950 macro. Accumulation prior to 930. 930 manipulates. 930 fills out the opening range gap, but left the relative equal highs. Looking at this BISI here. I think what's happening is it's just trading here and it's going to move lower one more time. But there's also a possibility that we could move higher from this point because we don't really have crazy. We have SMT on YM. Just want to see what this would look like. Put a little bit below that. 22. 4. So you can see we bodied above this order block. I just want to see how price treats this BISI. Does it want to respect consequent encroachment, or is it going to rip lower? I'm not in this trade yet. I'm going to test the waters here though. I might. It's 950. Price trades into a BISI at 952. I just want to see how price reacts. I'm not in it yet. You'll hear order filled. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to reverse lower. Respect that 5-minute SIBI. Yeah. So I'm going to sit out of that. You can see price is going to those relative equal lows. I'm just going to wait for those relatively equal lows to get taken first. What's up, trading patiently? How's it going, my man? How's trading today? How's trading been this week? For me, it's been terrible. But 5 minutes doesn't look good. Yeah, that's why I didn't take it. It's going to use this as a cleaner version, though. You pay attention to this wick. Look, right? The wick trades into it rapidly, and it's going to close lower, and then it's going to drive price lower to these relative equal lows. That's what I'm anticipating, at least. But you can see that 5-minute respected consequent encroachment with the body, not the wick I'm anticipating. But this inversion is going to drive price lower. If you guys notice anything, I'm not wearing a hat. I just wanted to point out there, no one said anything for the 40 minutes I've been streaming. I'm a little disappointed, but it's whatever. Just don't pay enough attention to me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So price failed to drive lower at that point. It could be trading into this BPR now. So now we have this 1-minute SIBI. In terms of 1 minute, do we have SMT? No. So price is actually interesting right now because it's not taking the relative equal lows. Slow week for me. Nothing today so far. Yeah, it's been a rough week. I'm not gonna lie. I have 2 losses this week, so definitely good patience. Name's literally trading patiently, so I'd anticipate you have patience. By the way, guys, 2 subscribers away from 700, bro. Let's hit that this stream. I know one guy's waiting to be the 700th subscriber, so we're basically 1 subscriber away. Other than that, you can see price wick respecting consequent encroachment of both the inversion and the SIBI. AM has been bad, but PM has been wonderful. Yeah, to be honest, it's not. It still looks a little rough. Like it's not the cleanest, but PM does look like it's been the move recently. Yeah, PM has been the move. Maybe they'll switch it up and make AM the move today. 701. Let's go. I didn't even see that, bro. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. We're 1 step closer to 1,000. Anyways, you can... what I recommend doing when you're on the charts and you know price is a little rough and you're waiting for price to play its hand is have some fun. Draw out on the markets. Draw out what do you see. Thank you, my man. Thank you. Draw out what you see, right? We accumulated prior to 930. 930 manipulates us above some highs, fills out the opening range gap, forms a market structure shift, inverts a BISI that reacted fairly well, trades into it, and then drives price lower. So this in itself is a power of 3 profile. We'll just wait for it to take the lows. So you have an entry here, which is very clean. You could possibly have an entry here. I wouldn't take this because I think it's in a discount. But you can see accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and at the high of the manipulation, you have an inversion that delivered price beautifully below some lows. 702, let's go, my man. Let's go, guys. I don't know, something about the vibe today has been different. Let's just pray that we get a winning trade to just put the cherry on top of today's day. We can see that Tesla's down 2.6%. I'm not selling. So many people sold their Tesla. I'm going for all-time highs. I'm not selling. I'm telling you guys. I'm staying strong with this thing. Nvidia's up 0.6%. You can see that we are possibly inverting this. 703, let's go. It looks like a lot of people were waiting to be the 700th subscriber. And now that I hit 700 and they missed it, they're just subbing. You can see price, bodies, respecting consequent encroachment. So again, price is going to move lower. I'm not going to cash this trade just because the RR, like, if I was to put it at the high of this, like 1.9 RR, it's decent. I could catch it, but I don't think anything under 2 RR is worth trading. That's just something I use. But you can see price starting to move lower here. I could be risky and go like this and put it on the wick. It's too late now. It's even less. Again, I'm waiting for that relative equals to be taken for then a reversal later on. 4 hour about to close in 1 minute. Yep, 10 a.m.'s coming. I want 10 a.m. to distribute us below these lows, and then we reverse. Exactly. And it's nothing like I'm not, it's nothing like I'm greedy to the point where I don't want anything under 2 RR. It's just you're risking a whole RR, a whole trade that if you win your next trade, if you lose, you're barely in profit. You lose 2 trades and you're in the negatives. It's just not worth it. Because there's always a possibility of losing your trade. If it's under 2 RR, I say just don't take it. Now, this week has been rough, so I'm not going to overtrade. I've cut risk. So no matter what position I take, my risk is going to be cut. I think the fact that it's slowing down is either one of 2 things. It's going to rip lower, way lower past these lows. But what I think is going to happen is it's going to quickly wick lower, then close up higher, and then reverse up. 10 a.m. is in 5 seconds. Let's see where price brings us. So we have our Patrick Wyland and Tory trades trend line. I don't get how people could trade that. Like, I don't know. I'm not. Whenever you think of an unexperienced trader on and you see them on TikTok and Instagram, they're always just placing trend lines everywhere. Wouldn't you want to learn something that is hard, that's exclusive? That's just the way I feel. When it comes to managing money, I don't want to take shortcuts. Other than that, you can see the clear respect we have on this inversion, this BPR. It's just a matter of fact of are we gonna go rip down to those lows or not, man? And what is taking so long? But again, there's a possibility we don't. You can see we traded lower here and we don't. We traded lower here, we didn't take those lows. We traded lower here and we didn't take that low. So there's a possibility that we don't take these relative equal lows. But I think we will. Now this high though, if we take those lows, that high is a very clean indicator of if we break that, we're moving up higher to these highs. Other than that, I'm just sitting on my hands and I'm being patient today. Nothing too crazy. Turn down my volume on my phone because I want to check what my stream's looking like, if it's laggy or anything. No, we're good. Other than that, we're just patiently waiting for sell side liquidity to get taken. I think that's what everyone's doing right now. While I'm waiting, I might as well go to my Discord and see what the trade Zahid posted. So this is the trade he took. Clean. What was that? Yeah, 5 RR, bro. That's dirty. A little oh my gosh, that is loud. It's 2 minutes. I'll watch it after, my man. That's a clean trade. That scared the shit out of me, bro. Why is the volume so loud? It's almost like magic. Clean trade, my man. If you guys want me to review your trades or anything, post them in my Discord general chat and I'll check them out. Other than that, price is getting pretty boring, bro. You had one kind of clean entry here, but it didn't deliver below lows, so just patiently waiting. Why do I just have a hammer here, bro? I'm the type of guy, listen, I got ADHD, alright? So I have the most whack shit on my setup. My setup is, I like to keep it clean and organized. But I just have some random stuff in my office. I'm not gonna lie. I have a container of tinfoil from that one stream when I would put that tinfoil hat on. Other than that, I mean, like, we're driving up higher. Again, I could possibly look for a long if we displace above this high. That's the only kind of scenario where I take a long if we don't take these lows. A hammer? I have no idea why I have this. It's like a little hammer. I don't know why it's in my office. It was behind my PC. I just found it. I wonder what people are saying on my Twitter right now. I probably got a lot of notifications. Yeah, 8. Hold on. Yeah, there's a lot of beef under my name right now. Not even beefing about me, but just people are having full-on arguments in my comment sections. Thought I meant hammer candle for a second. One thing you're going to realize about me the more you watch my streams is I'm just like, dude, I say some dumb shit sometimes. And I tell people tell me this all the time. I'm the smartest dumb ass they ever know. Like, I am just so, like, how do I say this? Stupid, but I'm also a genius at the same time. Like when it comes down to book smart, bro, I cannot do school. I know, bro. Everybody argues, and it's insane. I got death threats because of the tweet I posted. Dude, I posted a tweet saying, "Am I weird for thinking ICT still gonna smash a Robins Cup?" And I got DMs of people saying, "Kill yourself," like blah blah blah. You're not worth being here, and it's just like, dude, are you okay? Did I offend you? Like, it's crazy. If people spend the amount of time they spend raising their blood sugar, beefing people on Twitter, studying the markets, forward testing, and journaling their trades, then maybe they wouldn't be in the position to where they feel the need to talk trash about someone. But then there's Patrick, who has money and doing well in trading, and he just doesn't care. Like, he just feels the need to talk trash about everyone. And no, it's just hate. It's just hate, bro. Again, we're still respecting that BPR fairly well. We're just not moving anywhere from it. To be honest, lean to the controversy, though. It's good marketing, just not in a way that wrong morally. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'll lean into the controversy, but I'm not gonna start anything with Patrick, bro, because you know what? I can, and I probably will in the future. Yeah, it sells, bro. He's a smart marketing guy. I gotta take everything not seriously. And I feel like that'll come once I get a fan base that knows I'm a good trader, and no matter what. So even if I just say some dumb shit, they're gonna be like, he's trolling. So we are displacing above these highs, which I'm gonna use this inversion as the trade. The last few minutes of the macro, I'm gonna put the load down to here. 30 to our, could even put it down here, 25. It's 4 contracts, and then times 2, because okay, that'd be 8 contracts. All right, it's like 8.5 contracts, so I'll round up to 9 because I'm confident. You gotta bet on yourself sometimes. Let's see how price reacts to this inversion. Why am I paying attention to this version? Because it's literally the same thing. Like, let's see if the last minute of the macro trades us into there. I'm not buying it yet. We tap consequent encroachment.
Order
I'll put
filled.
in the fill. Let's see what this is. Let's test the waters out here. I'm not expecting much, so I didn't risk a lot. But on terms of the draw and liquidity, these relative equal highs. Yeah, I'm going to take some positions off, to be honest, depending on where this candle closes. I don't know. No, I'm not going to touch my position. I'm not going to take any positions off. I might take one contract off, actually, just because. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave it. It loses, it loses. I have wins under my belt. On terms of price action, hasn't been the cleanest recently, as you can tell. Other than that, I'm anticipating that we're not going to go take these lows. And the reason why I'm anticipating that is just because of the fact that we have a swing low formed in Abyssy on the daily chart. And it traded into this BISI at the last minute of the 10-10 macro. So we have time under our belts. I just don't think we have high probability markets under our belts. That's why I didn't full risk. This whole week, no matter what, I'm not going to full risk a trade anymore. But let's see how this one plays out. You see we have 1 minute SMT right here. Again, we're not getting the reaction I kind of want to this trade. Yeah, the 1 hour to 4 hours is just chip chop, to be honest. PM session definitely has been cleaner. Now, the main reason why I got onto this trade with these lows here still there is just for the fact that we've been in this inversion for so long, and then we rapidly displaced up still in the macro. So I anticipated kind of a better reaction, but it is what it is. My stop's here, by the way. All right. The bodies are still not bodying past the low of the fair value yet, so there's a possibility we can still win this trade. The reaction-wise, though, I'm not getting too much. So I didn't even come into today with the high expectations. That's why I'm not going to do more than like 2 trades today. I'm not going to fight myself. Other than that, still in a good mood. 704 subscribers. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I actually want to talk about how much of a trader I've improved streaming. Because you always have a FOMO of getting into a bad position because you're scared you're going to lose the money. But nobody talks about the FOMO of getting into a bad position in front of 60 live people. So now my worries went from losing a trade to losing a trade in front of people. And after a while, when I get used to losing trades in front of people and winning trades in front of people and doing right and wrong things, the FOMO and the fear and the psychology of actually just the trade itself has disappeared. So, I mean, I've learned a lot psychology-wise streaming while I trade, because it puts you into a, how do I say this? It's kind of like going through something hard purposely just to learn. Yeah, bro, streaming is a massive learning curve. Not only are you watching your live viewers go from 60 to 20, see if you're dropping, oh, am I losing trades? That's why they're leaving, or am I not entertaining? But you're also worrying about, oh, I need to make sure that I'm winning trades, when in reality, that's not true. Thank you, Pedro. The losing streaks when live streaming hit different at first. Yeah, I'm definitely used to it now. It did hit different. Bro, my first ever live stream, I was so lucky to have a 3-day winning streak. The first 3 days I was live streaming. Not 6 months ago, but when I came back to live streaming. Now, I did have a losing streak. I think I had like a 4-day losing streak once, a couple weeks ago. And dude, it's very, like, I was averaging 80 viewers at that time too, and it's very, like, no one talks about how hard it is to manage your psychology in trading and in streaming. Lauren, you don't even need to be profitable to live stream. Don't live stream for other people. Live stream for yourself. Like, live stream on YouTube with the expectation that you're just doing it to help yourself learn. When people come into the chat, you're gonna like, oh, it's gonna be hard, and you're probably gonna lose some trades because of it, but it actually helps you learn a lot in trading. You can see that price is trading into that BISC now. It wicks lower. It did trade past consequent encroachment, but the body reaction is pretty nice on that trade. $703 subscribers. Other than that, like, especially when you're trading in low probability markets like this, like this week. It, how do I say this? It makes it easier when you're profitable because you have proof that you're a good trader. You know what I mean? So even if you have a losing streak, you can just tell people on the stream, like, dude, listen, I'm having a losing streak. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm still a profitable trader because of my track record. Like this trade entry sloppy, right? We're still resting. Or hold on, I want to see where my open price is because it's definitely lower. Yeah, it's lower than that. It's right here. Like for example, this trade is sloppy, but if I took this trade on my first week of streaming, I definitely would be feeling nervous right now. But I know that even if this trade loses, I'm still a good trader, regardless of what people say about me. But I'm also 18 years old. Like, cut me some slack, bro. Give me 5 years and I'll be a better trader. So I don't like how price inverted this fair value gap. It's probably going to treat it as an inversion to drive price lower. Look at that. Like, it's so ugly. Like, price is actually disgusting. Like, look at this. Disgusting. I guess our last act of support for this trade is our Patrick Wyland trend line. Oh yeah. I call this the fucking fish. I'm just bored at this point, dude. The octagon, bro. I could see how people get attached to trendline trading. It looks fun. If only trading that was that fun and that easy. Do you only trade NQ? No, I only trade NQ. I used to start with ES, and then I used to trade at both NQ and ES. But what I've learned is there'll be times where NQ's sloppy, ES is clean. I was like, oh, okay, I'll take the setup because it's showing on ES. But in reality, it just goes the opposite direction. And for me, it's just I'll stick to one market. Too many times I've got slipped on one, and then I was like, oh, I should have traded the other one. And then I go to the other one, and I get slipped on that one, and then I'm all like emotionally messed up.
Order filled.
So that's one trade in the negative today. We're going to this sell side liquidity. About time we do that. So I'll still wait. I'm going to take another trade for these. I'm going to try these longs again. I think possibly around 10:30 we could have another reversal opportunity. This time I don't think I did anything wrong except for the fact of just trading above these relative equal lows. But I was anticipating that we weren't going to take them. Other than that, I would say that was a pretty clean entry, but just didn't end up working. We are approaching the lows now, though. Like when I'm watching Tanya streams, she's losing and she's just straight faced. She's like, oh, okay, oh well. And I love how she says it too. She's like, oh well, all right, next trade. So calm and collected. It's great. I think we could possibly drive price lower then. We could be going down to this lower fair value gap. This looks like second stage accumulation. Then you stop putting that up and down on the month. Yeah, because people were complaining about not being able to see the screen. I can still put it there if you guys want me to. Yesterday she was pissed. Yeah, yesterday was terrible price action. But look how we take those lows and we're instantly driving up higher. What's this low? What other low do I have dragged out? Oh, that's consequent encroachment of the daily BISI. I'm not a 3-minute breaker for short. Where? Talking about this? Oh yeah, that's a clean breaker. I'm not gonna take it though. I didn't take it because, again, I'm still targeting these highs. We'll try one more long. If we don't get that long, I'm gonna lock myself out. This week has been disgusting, and I don't want to lose my capital in it. So, listen, if the streamer you guys watch says that they have to be profitable every single week, and they need to win trades every single week and every day, then you're watching a fraud, because even the best traders have losing weeks. Yes, you should put that. I think it'll bring you more subs. Okay. I'll set it up for tomorrow, because I need to go through I need to go through what I'm up on the month, back on not just what's on my XFAs, but what was on my old combines, which I can't access anymore unless I go to my... Well, I can still access it, but I'm just going to do it later off stream. Oh, I also forgot to tell you guys, I'm going to be doing trade recaps. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go through my old live streams on my Discord, and I'm going to go through my emotions and what I was thinking about for the trade, what I was thinking about, what the markets were showing me, and I'll go through it, and then I'm going to journal it on my Notion. And then, yeah, I'm going to be doing that on Discord. You up this week? Nope. I'm down 2 trades. Actually, I lied. I'm down. I won on Monday. I lost Tuesday, Wednesday. My chair's too low. Alright, Sharo, it happens, man. It happens. But we took sell side liquidity, and now we're instantly trading up higher. What my reaction is, I'm looking at this inversion. Are we traded into? Are we going to trade lower? Or are we going to disrespect it? So far, it looks like we're moving lower. I love how my Twitter's bombing right now. So many people are beefing. It's actually so funny. It's got 44k views, bro. That's pretty crazy. Bro, tweeting about ICT is like just a marketing machine. No, I have 2 losses, 1 win. So I am break even, but that 1 win on Monday was on my 2 combines, which I passed on Monday. So technically I'm break even, but I'm actually negative because the 2 days that I've been trading on my XFAs are 2 losses. I want to preserve this high to get displaced above. I don't want to displace it yet. I want to displace it on the next candle. I want to look for longs, break a structure after taking relative equal lows. You can also see this wick. That's a clean 5-minute as well. You can see that 15-minute wick. Then we move up higher. Do we have SMT? We do have SMT on these lows as well in YM. So this is a key point for reversal. I just want to see some bullish price action here. Oh, patience, bro. Patience. Nobody talks about how hard it is to be patient when you have ADHD. You should see what's on my desk right now. I need to get fidget toys, bro. Other than that, I'm hitting arms and shoulder today at the gym, so pretty excited for that. No worries, brother. It's not good days here. I did get perfect setup using 3-minute breaker. Nice, Jason. You don't need to type in all caps. I see you, my man. I see you. Are you bullish or bear? I'm bullish. Did I enter? I got into a previous trade, but I lost there up here. So now that we took liquidity, I'm looking for longs now. I put poker chips on my desk and I shuffled them. That's honestly a smart idea, bro. Because I've been to listen. I'm a firm believer on traders should not go to casinos, but I've been to some casinos, and that's what I always do when I'm playing. Well, at least when I'm playing blackjack or not blackjack, poker, I always fuck with those chips. I play a lot of blackjack though, but I don't think we should talk about gambling while trading. Entered short on 950, candle retracement to bearish. Nice, Akhid. Yeah, I just fidget with I have a bunch of mechanical pencils, so I just mess with those. I mess with the erasers. What's up, Uncommon? All right, so we're displacing above this high now. Thank you, my man. Thank you. I want to look for a fair value gap. I want to see the displacement hold. So far, I tapped above consequent encroachment, and it's not holding. The day will come when we hit 1,000, and it'll be on live stream. Everyone will see 1,000 subscribers. I didn't take the bearish trade. 10 seconds to see if we hold above that high. So far, it looks promising. 2, 1. Let's hold this fair value gap here. Don't close it. I will gladly take that. That's a pretty clean entry. 21. This will be my last trade of the day, guys. If this trade doesn't work out, I'm off. I'm going to lock myself out and just get off the charts. Go to the gym. Oh, I actually canceled out that fair value gap. It's a very small one there, to be honest. Am I going to be a sniper? Should I try to snipe this? Do you see that small little... Oh, okay, now it closed it. I was about to say. All right, I'm not going to take it yet. I'll take this inversion then. We body above it. So if it is an inversion, let's say there. I put my stop like 22 down below it. And then we'll do... before contracts. So I'm looking for just a little inversion here. An inversion play. Hopefully I don't miss my trade. It's a shame that I closed out that fair value gap. By the way, guys, if you are new and you like what you're watching today, please subscribe. It'll help me out. My goal is 1,000 before the end of the year. I've met every single yearly goal this year. Every single year I make my goals, and it was a certain amount in payouts, a certain amount in this, that, a physical goal, spiritual goal, mental goal. And the one goal I haven't hit was 1,000 subscribers. So let's see how this inversion plays out. If we don't get that inversion, I could get this fair value gap. So either or. Just gonna be patient here. This is gonna be my last trade of the day, so I'm gonna wait for the hands to play. Looks like I might get a fill on this fair value gap instead of the inversion. Oh, but there's a possibility we can get this inversion. Ten seconds. I'll go for the fair value gap. Last trade of the day, fellas. Let's see if we get filled. Looks like it wants to treat it as a breakaway.
Order filled.
All right, let's try this out. Let's try this trade out. Last trade of the day. Clean reaction so far. Looks like a clean trade. Benj, I'm trading for over 5 years now. I'm looking to set up a Discord. Are you interested? I already have a Discord, my man. But if you have any inquiries or you wanna try to do something, just reach out to me on Twitter. DM me. Give me all the information needed, and I'll take a look at it. You can see we have this 5-minute inversion we could also be going into. So again, I'm not worried. I caught the wrong fair value gap, but that doesn't mean the trade's invalid. You can see the 5-minute inversion here. So I'll get rid of this fair value gap that I caught the trade on. We can see. But it looks like it's not looking too promising. It was looking promising as I entered into the trade, and then it just gets totally annihilated. What's up, Zahid? What is my dream? I've always wanted to be a content creator. I can tell you that. But my dream is to start a family. That's my dream. And support them financially, properly. My dream is to win this trade. That's my dream. I'm not going to take another trade after this, Zahid. Yeah, I mean, like, listen, I have ambitions and goals of where I want to be with trading and my finances and what cars and houses I want. But the number one goal I have, and I'm already one step towards it because my girlfriend is very much Christian. But having and actually Christian, not just someone who says they are. But having a God-fearing woman with some kids and a nice house, nice cars, and being able to treat your kids the way you didn't get treated. Well, I lied. My mom treats me amazingly. But, you know, whenever my kids want to go on vacation, sure, let's go. That's what I mean. Don't need anything else, honestly. Everything else is just stuff. Relationships is what matters. Everybody's so caught up on achieving something. Listen, I've lost 110 pounds. I've made money. I've got cars. I've bought watches. And what I realized is I have what I said would make me happy 3 years ago. I have now. And the only thing that I realize that makes me happy is relationships. Not just physical, not just relationships with one person, but like relationships in general with everybody, the people in my life. That's what actually makes me happy. And if you want proof, think about all the famous rich people that have committed a sad act. Why would they do that? Exactly. Money helps, but if you sacrifice it for relationships, you're gonna fall. So many people listen, so many people are so caught up on their lives. Like, oh, I want to make this. Oh, I have to go to work and this, that. Bro, you need to find what you're doing it for. Like, find your reason. Why are you working hard? What is it for? Is it so you can buy cars? Because that's not going to last. Relationships with Patrick? That's a good one. It's looking good so far. The only thing I don't like is the close prior to 15-minute candle. I mean, what I do like about this long is look at this wick. The wick that took liquidity. Look at that. Right? But so far, this trade's just getting started. I caught the wrong fair value gap. Still valid trade. It went down to treat the inversion. Touched the order block, so... Priorities are the most important thing. Let me update this, by the way. I'm gonna... So we can see... I definitely spelled everything wrong there. Bear with me. That's what this is for. Versus be that drove price to sell side liquidity. You can see this. Right, there we go. Look at the low resistance liquidity on the 15-minute. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that, dude. I'm gonna drag my take profit actually one more high up. Thank you for pointing that out. I got 3 buy sides. Yeah, that's getting ripped about. Like, we're going up there. Look at this. Well, every time I hop on your stream, I'm in the same trade as you. Hey, great minds think alike. Great minds think alike, my man. I don't like how it's taking so long to displace up, but we have this order block here. It doesn't trade. It traded into an inefficiency of this inversion, so it's relatively strong. On terms of this trade, though, I want to see price rip higher. I don't want to see price hang around this area anymore. What is the latest time you take a trade? Like 12. If I got nothing by the 11:50 macro, then get me out of there. Same trade, nice. 703. If you guys are watching the stream and you're not subscribed, I just want to say that I stream every single day I trade. If I'm not trading, I'm not streaming. If you don't want to miss out on my streams, subscribe, notifications on so you know when I am live. I don't have an actual specific schedule of when I'm live. Sometimes I stream at 9:15, sometimes I stream at 9:25, depending on how the markets are looking, depending if I want to get some stuff off of my chest. This morning I knew I'd talk a little bit about my beef with Patrick Weiland and my tweets about ICT that got responded to. So I got on a little earlier. But again, thank you guys. We hit 703 subscribers, so that's crazy. Might pull back to 1 minute BISI, but want to see a breakaway gap. Yeah, I want to see some sort of sign that we're very bullish. Tesla's down 3%. Wow. My video's going to start reversing and flipping up higher. Again, I'm not going to take any partials until up here. There's no reason to. Once we take this high, I'll drag my stop loss, but partial wise, nah. Partial wise, there's no point. Start reversing and flip. Whoops. 703 subscribers, bro. Let's go. Literally like 2 months ago, I was at 300 or like 250. I'm definitely hitting this 1,000 subscriber goal, bro. by the end of the year. I'll be so disappointed if I don't. I got to. Anybody else in this trade? Who's in this trade? But you can see all the knowledge that I put behind the charts today, drawing out what I'm reading, and I finally got my entry here, right? Just because you see an opportunity does not mean you should take it. I shouldn't have taken this opportunity because we didn't take sell-side liquidity. Perfectly fine. It's one loss. We'll get back to it. How many contracts do I usually use? I risk usually like 600 to 800. On combines, I risk $800 on my 150Ks, but on XFAs, I risk like $500 to $600 a trade. So whatever my stop loss calculates those contracts to. ES looks a lot cleaner from the past 2 days. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't trade ES though. I will enter on the next fair value gap because I have a rule too. Nice. Hey, discipline. You follow your rules. I'm in at 88. Nice. Let's go. Hopefully we all eat this trade. Hopefully we all eat today. It's been a rough week, so it'll help a lot if we all win this trade. Ow, my neck. Dude, sitting down for so long puts a strain on my neck. Do you trail your stop loss based on discretion? On XFAs, I trail my stop loss once I'm relatively high enough to where the point where I can drag it to plus $200 winning day. So I just get a winning day. I also drag my stop loss to break even. After that, I don't really touch my stop loss until we're like way up higher, and then I bring it to a point where there should be no return. If we go down there, we're reversing. But earlier on into the trade in profit, I use my stop loss, and then later on, after like the later 50%, I use partials. Because what's the point of taking a partial under 1 RR? You know what I mean? You're just losing out on all the profits. Just drag your stop loss. Like, price should not go below this low, so I'll literally do that right now. I'm going to drag my stop loss below that low. Right, so now my stop loss is up here. I'll keep it down here for the trade's sake. But my stop loss is now there because it just shouldn't go there. Looks like it wants to close the 5-minute fair value gap. Yeah, I think we're going up here, man. Do you manage to keep track of trailing stops? Like, how do I manage to keep track of trailing stops? I only trail my stop loss to a point of no return, like where price should not go to. I don't trail my stop loss because of a number, right? Just because I'm up a certain amount doesn't mean I should trail it. Unless it's like I'm one winning day away from a payout, I'll just trail it just in case I don't want to, lose the payout. But other than that, and by the way, I'm 2 payouts away from getting a live account, so that's good. Exactly, I trail stop based on where price has delivered efficiency. Yeah. So you see low resistance liquidity run here. We're finally driving up higher. Again, I'm not taking any partials. I'll drag my stop loss to just under break even now. We shouldn't go down there. So we have a break even trade in this book. So no matter what, this trade is good. Break even. Also pay attention to the 5-minute, right? We have a BISI here and a potential BISI there. So there's no point on trading down here. That means we're inverting 2 BISIs. Again, we took some highs, so if we do displace below these lows after taking these highs, I'm not confident in the long anymore. Have you ever tried talking or taking take profits at fixed RR? It really helps psychologically. Not really, to be honest. I take profit at specific points on price action. If it reverses and I get hit break even, then it's a break even trade. Like I'm never like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, How many cons usually start with? Cons? You mean contracts? I don't have a specific amount of contracts. I calculate my risk accordingly. But so far we've got a reaction. You can see that we traded down into this 1 minute BISI. Let's see if I can draw it out here. All right, wick there, and now we're moving up higher. I want to see price trade above this high. What is my win rate? Like 48. 48%. But that's 48% is like really good for the RR that I'm catching. My average RR is like 3. You don't need more than 50% win rate, my man, guys. You don't need those high win rates. It's nice to have them, but you don't need them. And listen, I'm only 4 years in trading. I bet you, give me another 4 years and my win rate will go up another 20%. You know, like. But for now, I'm just gonna control what I can control. And that's how I react to losses and wins. Good reaction. Nice, Lorraine. Let's go. I'm guessing you entered there. Lorraine. I call you Lorraine. I don't know why I call you Lorraine. Lorraine. I'm not good with names, guys. I don't like that. We should be continuing to rip up higher. Nvidia's almost 1.6% inverted on the day. All right, we're finally pushing up higher on the day after moving lower pretty much the whole day. Yeah, I'm pretty confident in this trade, guys. How long did it take you to be profitable? Well, I've been trading ICT concepts since 2021. I've been trading trend lines and indicators from 2020 to 2021. I traded ICT concepts from 2021 to now. So you could say, let's just count the ICT journey, 3 years. About 3.5 years, almost 4. Have you put your stop loss to break even? Yeah, my stop loss is 100% break even. It's more like Lorianne. Lorianne. Okay, I got you now. I got you. Lorianne. Is that right, Lorianne? Tanner posted in the Discord. I just want to check out his trade on stream because I promised that I would. To people who posted, nice, clean. You caught that trade today, super clean, bro. Bro's a sniper. I didn't catch that trade. I saw it, but I didn't take it. That's a sniper entry. That is so clean, dude. That is clean as. That's just insane. 2 snipers in my Discord right now, bro. Okay, we're moving up higher. Price has been pretty boring today, I'm not gonna lie. Like this price actions, even though I'm in the profits, dude, it's a little boring. Like it's just taking a while. Come on, give me some speed. Speed to the upside. Let me see what my trade's at. I don't even have Top Step open. 600 bucks. Almost halfway there. A little under, so I'll make around like 1,300 bucks on this trade if I win it. Like 1,200. But actually, no, I'm taking partials, so it'll be just a little less than that. Ben's making me blush. I'm waiting for the day ICT comes into my stream, man. I thought it was. I'm not gonna lie. Like I really thought it was gonna be today, because of how he was literally tweeting at me ICT. So I was like, bro, he's gonna come into my stream today. So I put on my little. I didn't want to overdress, so I put on a little quarter zip. You know, I took off my hat. No sign yet. What kept you motivated to keep going despite the losses? Think about every single profession that isn't guaranteed. Sales, insurance sales, tech sales, trading, entrepreneurship, anything. Why there I would say in sales only 8% of people, no, maybe less, maybe 5% of people actually do decent in sales and produce good results. Why? It's not because 5% are good traders. I mean, not good traders, good salespeople. It's because 5% of the people just keep going. In trading, you just keep going. You'll figure it out some way. You know what I mean? Like, your answers will come eventually. You just need to keep trading, even if it doesn't work out, dude. If you can't afford to be continuing buying these combines, either stop or go get a part-time job and fund that. And think of it as schooling, not of you trying to pass your combines and make money. When you think about trading your combines, your live accounts, and you're blowing your accounts, it's just school, and you'll take it seriously in 4 more years after studying, your trading changes. Exactly. You just keep going, bro. Same thing with streaming. You know, I started off with like 5 viewers. You consistently just keep showing up, and eventually something's going to change. I bet you in 2 years from now, I could possibly be streaming to 1,000 people, you know, and I'll never be able to experience that stream to 1,000 people if I just stop now. Can't fail if you don't quit. Exactly. It could take longer than other people, but if you just consistently show up and journal your trades and go over your psychology and continue to refine your edge, you're going to be profitable eventually. Experience is the best teacher. So the longer you're in the trading game, the more experience you have. The more experience you have, the less dumb stuff you do. The less dumb stuff you do, the more trades you win, and the more losses you manage, and the more profits you make. It's like baking a cake, man. You can get all the ingredients and make the cake, but it's not going to be ready until it's in the oven and it's done. Right now, your trading career could be, you could be done learning and your cake is just in the oven. There's nothing you can do about it to speed up the process. You just have to wait there. Yeah, look at that wick, super clean. Trade my stop loss to that low now. Price should not go below that. A little bit of profit today. Not today, a little bit of profit on this trade because I'll still be in the negatives for my previous loss if we go down there. But that low is right there. Actually, you know what? That 5 minute could still be used. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna move my stop loss back down to break even. We could still go down to that 5 minute fair value gap and still win this trade, so I'm gonna hold it out. I'm not liking this trade because of the speed of the down close candles versus the up close candles. The down close candles are way faster. My average RR per month. Dude, I'll have to go back into my Google Sheets and find that. But my average RR on these accounts is 3 with a 48% win rate. So I'm doing pretty well. I used to think like I needed a 70% win rate to be profitable, and that's further from the truth. But I do want to say one more time, because I'm sorry if I say this literally every 10 minutes, but if you guys are new and you aren't subscribed, please subscribe so you know when I'm streaming next. I stream every single day I trade. So if you're subscribed and you have notifications on, you won't miss a stream. I'll get that one done quickly, guys. I'm staying in this trade, guys. I gotta be confident in the draw and liquidity. Yes, this scares me. Yes, I'm going below. But I just got to be confident in the drawn liquidity. It doesn't turn out, then it's a break even. I'll come back the next day. We have this BISI. It's the 1050 macro, so right now is a prime time to be manipulating, trade into something, and then move higher. In terms of ES, what are we doing? Trading into that 5-minute BISI as well on ES. I don't think we're reversing. Trade into that 5-minute. Break even here. We could still lose. We could still break even. But I don't think we will. I think we're going to move higher. But there's a possibility we might hit break even. That's a big displacement. Oops. But this week has been disgusting, guys. You can't expect much. You can't expect much from price action looking like this. You know what I mean? Don't try to wrestle yourself. You get stopped out break even. You lose a trade. Accept it as any other normal trade and get off the charts. It was looking good, but whatever. Still a possibility we can close above that consequent encroachment on that 5-minute. This price action is terrible, dude. And see, we do wick into that volume of that inversion for volume imbalance. So inversion for value gap. That could have drove price lower. Other than that, I'm gonna go hit arm and shoulders at the gym once this trade is done. And then I'll announce my because I'm gonna be doing a trade recap of a couple trades I've taken. I'll be going
Order
through my
filled.
old live streams and talking about my previous trades. I'll go over this trade as well too. So I'll announce that on my Twitter when I do it. Other than that, listen, a loss and a break even, nothing you can do about it. I'm not going to fight it. This week's terrible. All the good traders are down. If you see a guy on Twitter posting, oh, I'm mastering the markets in this price action, like, dude. And I'm not going to lie, there's a possibility I could get reversed on and it just wicked me out. But it's break even. There's going to be better opportunities. Next week's going to be cleaner. I feel like once we displace above and use these BISIs, price is going to clean up again. But it's holding something for some crazy price action. Other than that, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to lock myself out today. One loss. Manual lockout. There we go. Got to lock myself out on all the accounts. Okay. Other than that, I think I'm out. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah. Thoughts on quarterly theory? It's whatever, dude. I might get reversed here. I think it's going to wick up higher. I think it's going to trade into this inversion and one more time, and it's going to rip up higher again, most likely. Even if I do, I don't care. I'll catch another trade. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for 700 subscribers. Honestly, thank you so much. If you like the stream, please like it. If you want to go out of the way, a tweet about how the stream went. Not expecting that. Dude, I got wicked out, eh? I like how I'm talking about how I only put my trade to where, my stop loss to where I'm expecting price not to go to below. I do that, and then I get wicked out. It's like the market's like, I'm humbling you, Ben. It slaps me across the face. I'm not going to fight myself with this price action. It's probably using this inversion, and it's going to go lower. I'm not fighting myself. I locked myself out. I'm not fighting. A loss is a loss. I don't care if it goes up to my take profit. Guess what? There's going to be other profitable days. I'm going to go work out and let my anger out at the gym. That's what I'm going to do. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. And I'll catch you guys either on the Discord or on Twitter. So yeah, stay tuned. Take it easy, guys. Peace.